Thank you for participating in today's ICPI member webinar. We'll focus on new programs and new resources that will become available to you this year that will help drive growth and increase sales of interlocking concrete pavers in the US and Canada. If you were not able to make part one of this webinar series, which took place on June 23rd, please visit ICPI's YouTube page to view it and hear our industry's progress over the last fiscal year. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speakers for today. Marshall Brown, Chair of the ICPI Board of Directors and President and CEO of ACM Chemistries Incorporated, and Charles McGrath, Executive Director of ICPI. Marshall and Charlie would be glad to answer any of your questions at the end of their presentation. In the meantime, please type any questions into the Q&A section and send them during the presentation.
Thank you, Mike. As Mike mentioned in the introduction, this webinar is going to preview programs and resources available to members this year. On the screen are the topics that Charlie and I will be covering today. Everything ICPI leadership and staff plan for our organization is based on the goals and objectives set forth in the ICPI 2019 to 2022 strategic plan. Each program, resource, and/or tool mentioned during this webinar seeks to bring us one step closer to achieving our goals, which are industry growth, industry expertise, industry strength, and workforce development. The 2019 to 2022 ICPI strategic plan includes 5 areas of desired outcomes from our efforts. These include increased awareness of ICPI resources, greater recognition of segmental concrete solutions, greater adoption of segmental concrete among municipalities, an effective and financially viable ICPI, and an expanded and highly qualified workforce. Charlie, ICPI is also working with 2 outside consulting firms on major projects. Can you please tell us what these projects are, the goal of these projects, and their current status?
Thank you, Marshall. In development of the strategic plan, the special committee recommended to the board of directors to consider an evaluation of all of the ICPI's programs and services to determine membership value, importance, and satisfaction. We are calling this the Portfolio Analysis Project, and our goal is to engage a rigorous data-driven analysis of ICPI products and services to paint a more complete picture of membership value. As you can see on this slide, the timing of the project, which started in March, is expected to be completed in September. An outside consulting firm, Association Management Center, has been engaged to review the member strategic plan survey results, the membership needs assessment, and key telephone interviews. The final report is scheduled to be completed in September, which will recommend programs and services to sunset, programs to enhance, and new programs to add to ICPI's array of services that we provide to members. Telephone interviews were conducted in May of 5 members representing all membership categories, who also serve on the project task group to be sure that we set the proper metrics to measure our programs. The telephone interviews identified the key differentiators, metrics, and new opportunities for consideration. The Boston Consulting Group has identified 4 quadrants of market growth and market share. This model has been applied to association programs to help evaluate. Applying these analytics to associations, you can see how programs are rated with connection to mission and their profitability. ICPI's revenues come from 3 areas: dues, our trade show, Hardscape North America, and programs and services. Each contributes about 1/3 of our revenue sources. Therefore, 66% of our revenues come from non-dues programs and services. Dashboards will be created to identify what programs have high level of importance, satisfaction, and profitability, or otherwise a low level of importance, satisfaction, and profitability to help determine the programs that provide the greatest value to members. The ICPI-NCMA Collaboration and Exploration Committee, co-chaired by Dave Carter of Oaks Concrete Products, held their first conference call in early June. The charge of the committee is to explore additional collaboration to better position members to increase market share and review possible areas of consolidation. The committee was updated on the progress and project timeline. The facilitator or consultant, Paul Meyer, Tecker International, has extensive experience with these type projects and reviewed the process with the committee. Since that time, Tecker International made over 30 telephone interviews of members representing many stakeholder groups. The results of those surveys will be reviewed by the committee this week. The committee plans to make an interim report to the board at their meeting on August 26th. All members are invited to attend that virtual meeting. Marshall, would you like to review what new technical developments are in store for ICPI members this year?
Glad to do so, Charlie. Construction committee is committed to exploring construction best practices that increase construction efficiency while maintaining durable, long-lasting assemblies. A task group is reviewing long-term performance of geofoam as a dense graded base substitute over various soils and climates. Another task group is researching the possibility of increasing the gradation range of bedding sand used in bitumen set applications. Recommendations will be incorporated into Spec 20, construction of bituminous sand set interlocking concrete pavement. A topic of increasing interest is using open graded bases in bedding under interlocking concrete pavement using polymeric sand-filled joints. Construction committee understands the increase in construction efficiency for pedestrian applications, but more research is needed on practical, long-lasting methods to keep jointing sand in place, identification of appropriate edge restraints, and attention to base drainage. Another topic of interest is defining structural performance criteria for edge restraints for different applications. There's also been high demand for a new tech spec on maintenance of interlocking concrete pavements. Although maintenance aspects are mentioned throughout all tech specs, the construction committee would like to bring all information into one document, similar to Tech Spec 23, Maintenance Guide to Permeable Interlocking Concrete Pavements. A draft is being developed and should be delivered to the construction committee at the summer meeting. And finally, the construction committee task group has developed a draft construction tolerances guide for PICP for committee review at the summer meeting. This will complement an existing tolerances guide for ICP. When completed, the PICP guide will be posted on the ICPI website. Last fall, a task group of the technical committee met several times to compose and edit a 70-page guide on best manufacturing practices. This was created as a means to establish minimum manufacturing best practices with a view toward maintaining high-quality paving products. The resulting guide includes chapters that provide detail through the dry cast production process. There is much attention paid to test methods to help ensure quality control and quality assurance. This manual was approved by the technical committee and the ICPI board at the 2020 annual meeting. Funding was allocated to translate the manual into Spanish in the 2021 fiscal year. At the 2020 annual meeting, the board also approved funding for the first 4 learning modules in support of the Manufacturing Practices Guide. A technical committee task group interviewed producer members on the guide contents and how to best deliver it. Regardless of other job training sources, there was support for short 20-minute training modules. This will result in many being produced and posted on ICPI's learning management system for access by plant managers and production machine operators. These will also be provided in Spanish. This is a multi-year project since each presentation covers a small portion of the manual with illustrations from it, as well as other sources of supporting videos. As you can see, ICPI has a lot of valuable technical resources that will be released over the next year that I hope you all are able to utilize. Charlie, What can ICPI members expect to see this year regarding our educational programming?
Marshall, our members can expect to see a lot of virtual course offerings this year. As you know, because of the current pandemic, ICPI has had to adapt our courses for a virtual or hybrid environment rather than a completely in-person setting to make sure we keep course sponsors and attendees safe and healthy. I'm pleased to announce that all the ICPI courses are available on our learning management system. Furthermore, by the end of this year, the last components of the education roadmap, the residential sales professional and commercial sales professional courses, will be available for sales representatives. In response to needs expressed by members, ICPI will be working with sponsors to develop hybrid courses for the upcoming fall-winter season. In these courses, the sponsor provides a virtual meeting platform such as Zoom and hires an authorized instructor to teach the course live on the virtual platform. Students take the exam using ProctorU, a virtual proctored testing service. Sponsor reimbursements remain the same as for live courses. Stay tuned for more information regarding these courses. This year, ICPI will be introducing a credible to our certified installers, sales technicians, specialist professionals, and all course takers. Each credential issued is branded, secure, and verifiable. Digital certificates and badges are quick and painless. Users will now be able to receive their digital credential as soon as processed by ICPI. Gone are the days of waiting for the paper copy in the mail. Users will be able to download and print the credentials and also link to several social media platforms. Many credentials will also have an accompanying badge that can be used just like in the past. Another neat new feature is the QR code. When a customer or employer is presented with the credential, they can scan the code and instantly have more background information on the credential. Moving to workforce development, I encourage you to follow our @Hardscaping Is campaign on Facebook and Instagram. I also want to remind you to please encourage your staff and potential candidates interested in the hardscape industry to visit hardscapeinstitute.org website for hardscape career information. Marshall, ICPI's website looks a lot different. Do you want to tell us more about the new and improved ICPI website and other digital improvements already made this year?
Over the past 10 months, the ICPI staff, in close collaboration with task groups, has focused on growing our digital footprint and improving the way we connect with our diverse audiences. The manner and places where people now prefer to communicate has clearly changed. It's important we understand these trends and deliver our messages how and where our audiences will find and appreciate. At the center of our digital communication strategy is our website. Like most businesses, an effective website has become an essential tool our audiences expect to use to learn about ICPI and our solutions. In revisioning our website, we focus on user convenience, comfort, and values. We started with a website platform that automatically adapts to the device it's being viewed upon, including its orientation. We also insisted on a platform that would enable ICPI staff to easily keep the site updated. Simplicity of messages is also key, as most websites are viewed, at least at first, from a smartphone or tablet. This is often where we make our important first impression. Navigation is also critical. Today's audiences have little tolerance for websites that require them to search through multiple layers to find what they are looking for. After studying behavior patterns, we developed a website that places the most sought after information from front and center from the homepage. Autoplay videos on the website create interest, and the focused menu bar lets users know quickly what to expect from the website and where to find the information they seek. The website also provides seamless connections to ICPI's learning management system, database, and workforce development microsite. Providing these pathways helps to both attract and keep traffic on the website. Information is organized by landing pages segmented by needs and commonly asked questions. Information in each area is easily navigated, and filters can be used to speed searches for specific resources. ICPI's valuable technical and educational resources can now be intuitively found and utilized. Convenience improvements extend to membership and event details, online applications, and more. Understanding how users value the website and its individual elements is key to continuous improvement in much the same way we need to understand how our email and social media campaigns are working. To accomplish this, we've moved from multiple disconnected digital management tools to HubSpot, a comprehensive user-friendly platform. HubSpot enables ICPI staff to schedule, implement, manage, and monitor analytics that reveal how all of our digital communications are viewed in detail. This information is key to fine-tuning our messaging and focusing on efforts that pay the greatest returns. A customizable management dashboard provides an effective way to view and share with members the impact of our messaging efforts. Concrete Business Update is a dedicated website developed by ICPI with support from NCMA and CCMPA, and an initiative to provide timely information the industry can use to help provide for the health of their team and their businesses. This website continues to serve as a valued resource with information updates as warranted. A new publication format, interactive viewer for ICPI's Interlock Design Magazine, will encourage greater readership, enable live videos and website links directly from within articles. Combined, we have some powerful and exciting new digital tools that are not only expanding our communication potential, but doing so while saving considerable time and expense. We hope you're able to explore and comment on these digital improvements. Charlie, what do you have regarding future events?
As our webinar comes to a close, I want to draw your attention to the following upcoming events over the next year. Please keep an eye out for more information on registration information and other meeting details. I hope to see you at least at one of these events this year. The virtual convenience of this year's summer meeting will feature several enjoyable, entertaining, and informative opportunities. Among these special sessions, we will host another popular Emerging Leaders Workshop on August 18th and return of an ICPI audience favorite, ITR economist Connor Lokar. If you've not attended one of Connor Lokar's presentations lately, you won't want to miss this one. ICPI's committee meetings will provide many opportunities to influence the future of your industry in an efficient and practical way. And now for something completely different. Bring your imagination virtually to the ICPI Mixology Happy Hour, where ICPI leaders will share their favorite drink concoctions live. The Food Channel will have nothing on this. This year's Innovative Technologies Forum will once again provide a chance for members to get in-depth and perhaps first look at the technologies helping to move our industry forward competitively and profitably. We are eager to get back to our in-person time spent with friends, colleagues, and customers. So naturally, we'll be looking forward to the 2021 annual meeting in Nashville. Our team is already hard at work preparing for a great return in anticipation of a future safe, healthy, and pleasant social undistancing. Preparations for an in-person return to Hardscape North America are also well underway. The contribution of this event makes to ICPI and the entire industry annually is tremendous. We'll be ready to host the biggest and best ever H&A in October of 2021. It's been a year of memorable challenges indeed, but our focus is on the road ahead and the opportunities we will take advantage of to continuing strengthening and growing our industry. Mike, do you have any questions?
Yes, we do. When will the Best Manufacturing Practices Manual be available on the website, and where can it be found?
Well, actually, it is not available on the website, but members can send an email to David Smith and he will send it to them, as this is a member-only benefit, and we want to keep some control over that manufacturing guide. So Dave Smith's email is dsmith@icpi.org.
Thank you. I have another question here that says ICPI staff has, or excuse me, how has COVID-19 changed the way ICPI is doing business?
I'll take that one. ICPI staff has quickly adapted to circumstances, finding and creating resources to help members cope with challenges while helping designers and contractors gain the training and the technical information they need. Actually quite impressive by staff.
Thank you.
Other questions?
With Hardscape North America canceled this year, what is the plan for this year's H&A Awards?
We're pleased to announce that the popular H&A Awards program is still moving forward this year, with a call for entries already announced and a virtual award ceremony planned for October. We hope to expand the audience to also design professionals in addition to contractors and producer members. Details are available on the ICPI website or by contacting any member of the ICPI staff.
Thank you. You spoke about Interlock Design Magazine's change to Interlock Design Insights. Are there any changes that we can expect to the Paver Express?
Yeah, both Interlock Design and Paver Express are moving to a more mobile-friendly and engaging platform this year, both of them. The first issue of the new web-based Interlock Design Insights was actually delivered electronically last week. It features a full-screen reader and direct links to videos and resources. Now for Paver Express, it'll be following very soon with a simplified, easy-to-read format as well.
Great. I do have a question. It says, you didn't mention anything about Hardscape North America. Is there any update you can give us?
While it has become necessary to cancel our Hardscape North America for 2020 or postpone it till 21, in-person events this year for concerns about the pandemic, we will be planning those events for October of 2021. Updates will be available on ICPI and Hardscape North America websites.
Thank you. Looks like I have one last question here so far. What are your expectations for the upcoming summer meeting?
Well, the virtual hosting of this year's ICPI summer meeting is looking quite strong. It's going to enable people who might not normally travel to attend such a meeting take advantage of this really convenient forum. And the support for the meeting continues to be tremendous. We're eager to see everybody there, at least virtually, at least live on screen.
Great, thank you. That looks like all the questions that we have at this point.
Well, with that, I would assume we are concluding this member webinar update. We appreciate everyone's attendance. Any other housekeeping, Charlie?
No, just a reminder on the manufacturing guide. If you would like to get a copy, please send an email to dsmith@icpi.org.
And with that, we have this wrapped up. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Marshall.